If someone makes you feel guilty for having boundaries, that isn't love. That is the first quiet step of self-betrayal. Most people don't lose themselves in love all at once. There is no explosion, no clear moment where everything collapses. They disappear slowly, one compromise at a time, one silence at a time, one boundary crossed just this once. By the time they realize what's happening, they no longer recognize the person they've become. Stoics saw this pattern long before modern psychology gave it a name. They understood something uncomfortable but essential. Love is not dangerous. Attachment without reason is. The problem is not that you love deeply. The problem begins when love turns into a need to secure, preserve, and control. When love whispers, "I need you to be okay. Without you, I am incomplete. If this ends, I lose myself." That is no longer love. That is attachment asking to be mistaken for devotion. Attachment always makes the same demands. It asks you to suppress your needs, to minimize discomfort, to stay quiet when honesty might threaten connection. You stop saying what you feel. You start saying what maintains peace. But peace built on silence is not peace. It is postponement. From a Stoic perspective, this is not intimacy. It is dependence disguised as loyalty. The human brain did not evolve for modern relationships. It evolved for survival. For most of history, being rejected by the group meant danger, hunger, even death. So when emotional bonds form, the nervous system tags them as safety. When that bond feels threatened, the body reacts first, not with wisdom, not with reason, with panic. This is why people stay in relationships that cost them their dignity. Not because they are foolish, because their nervous system is screaming, "Do not let go." Once fear takes over, the mind starts justifying pain. It's not that bad. They didn't mean it. I should be more patient. But patience without reciprocity is not virtue. It is endurance without purpose. Love also alters judgment. Dopamine creates focus. Oxytocin creates bonding. These chemicals strengthen attachment, not clarity. Without discipline, emotion overrides reason. This is why intelligent, kind, self-aware people can still lose themselves in love. Emotion does not ask for permission. Culture makes this worse. We are taught that love means sacrifice, that giving everything is noble, that endurance proves depth. But no one teaches the necessary correction. Losing yourself is not proof of love. Stoics rejected this myth entirely. They did not see love as possession. They saw it as participation without ownership. Marcus Aurelius wrote privately, not to inspire others, "If you love something, do not treat it as if it were yours to lose." This single sentence dismantles most modern suffering in relationships. Because the moment you believe someone is yours, fear enters. Fear of loss, fear of change, fear of abandonment. Fear then demands control, control of outcomes, control of behavior, control of emotion, and control suffocates love. Epictetus was uncompromising. Do not tie your well-being to what is not within your control. Another person's feelings are not under your command. Their choices are not yours to manage. The moment your peace depends on their behavior, you are no longer free. Seneca warned with painful precision. To love wisely is to love with reason. Emotion without reason creates suffering. Reason without emotion creates distance. Stoic love is neither cold nor dependent. It is grounded. Most people confuse attachment with depth. They believe intensity equals meaning, but intensity often signals instability. Stoic love is quieter. It does not panic when threatened. It does not negotiate self-respect. It does not collapse under uncertainty. This requires a profound internal shift. You must stop asking, "How do I keep them?" and begin asking, "How do I remain myself while loving?" This is where boundaries stop being defensive and become expressions of character. Boundaries are not walls. They are definitions. They define what you will not trade for connection, your integrity, your voice, your peace. The greatest fear people have is this: if I set boundaries, I will lose them. Stoicism answers calmly: if someone left because you became whole, they were never aligned with you to begin with. Another illusion must be dismantled: that enduring pain proves love. Stoics never believed this. They believed virtue proves love. Virtue means acting according to reason, dignity, and character, even when it costs you emotionally. Love that requires self-erasure is not love. It is fear asking for obedience. Stoics also understood solitude differently. Modern culture treats being alone as failure. Stoics treated it as training. Being alone forces you to confront yourself, your thoughts, your fears, your unmet needs. This is uncomfortable, but discomfort is not harm. Remaining in a relationship that erodes you creates a deeper loneliness than solitude ever could. Stoic love does not cling. It chooses every day. You can love someone and still walk away, not out of anger, not out of pride, but out of alignment. This is not emotional coldness. It is emotional sovereignty. To love without losing yourself requires courage. Courage to disappoint. Courage to stand alone. Courage to let reality be what it is. The Stoic rule is simple, unforgiving, and liberating. Love deeply, attach lightly. Care without clinging, commit without collapsing, love without abandoning your center. This is Stoic love, not weak, not distant, unshakable, because it is rooted not in fear of loss, but in strength of character. And character is the one thing no one can take from you.